Uh-huh. Welcome back for you guys who have been waiting for the discussion on the new E-Revo. We will talk about that in a few minutes. Just get the tripod going. And you guys go nuts when I start doing these things live out of nowhere, but that's the thing you go with the notification squad, and you'll be able to get a few things happening. As soon as we start this discussion, we'll be able to talk about what's going to happen in the next few days and what's going to be transpiring. So anyway, I'll wait for guys to start jumping in. I know you guys are getting pushed onto this right now, so we'll see what's going on. Fox RC Racing, you are number one. Roy Nelson, long time no speak, my man. What's going on? I'm not too sure how to say this name. Coscom MVP 94. I think I said it right. Burnett 62, RC for life. Adam Hire RC. What's going on, people? So I'm just gonna come across and give you a heads up of a few things of what's happening and discussions I've been having with Traxxas themselves. So Stacy, what's going on? All right, so interesting note I want to tell you guys. So I ended up taking a quick snapshot of the Traxxas website, and I noticed on the Traxxas website it says $599, but also on the Traxxas website it says $549.95, and that's on the Traxxas website. So that's how much the E-Revo is going to be. So just to give you guys a heads up, you're gonna notice. Let me see if I can do a quick thing on Traxxas, and I'll just look this up, and we'll all go over the discussion. Traxxas, search that. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Traxxas homepage. Build your own TRX4, which I am not going to do. I'm not going to go with the little summit. Ah, here we go. Power and strength, learn more. Let's load this bad boy up. Power, strength, speed. So as this thing's loading, bear with me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So on the Traxxas website, you're gonna notice that it says $589.99. So you're looking at $590. So so $590 for the RC that's on the Traxxas website, but also on the Traxxas website, if you look closer, you know, you look up the RC itself and it says $549.95. So I found that very interesting. So once Traxxas does release their pricing on this, we'll talk about that in a few. I already have mine pre-ordered. The color that I'm gonna go with, I mean, we're talking about 3 or 4 different votes that they're apart, and as of right now, the orange one is winning by I think 4 votes. So I'm probably going to get this one. I'm going to have my hands on this. I'm not too sure which hobby shop's going to do it, but I'm going to have my hands on this one. But just always note, on the Traxxas website, it's $549.95. So basically, you're gonna be able to get this RC from your hobby shop at a much more discounted cost on that. So that's very interesting. That you're able to get that RC coming in like that. So that being said, I just want to talk about a few things, and maybe you guys can assist me when I'm talking about this. Let me go say what's up to a few people. I don't even know. Kiwis do fly. What's going on? Barlon Dale. What's going on? Miloania. What's going on? Stacy said, "What's up?" Hans Gio, are you going to get the TRX4 Bronco? I want to get it. I think I am gonna get it. I do have to spend $800 on the UDR, the well, $750 on the UDR. Then I have to spend another 500 and change on the new E-Revo. And me coming off and getting the Bronco will definitely put me in a scenario where I can't get upgraded parts for the 2 RCs that I'm getting, but we'll see what happens. Darren, what's going on? Dorian, what's going on? Great videos, love the wrestler. Oh, thank you very much. Roy Nelson, I like that. 10. Long Island Speed, what's going on? Chevy Man, Vape Clouds, what's going on? Hey, did you ever get a confirmation date on the new E-Revo? Well, I'll talk about that in a few seconds. Infinity RC, what's going on? Jamrock RC, what's going on? Jamrock. Reminds me of a reggae song. Steve DeClark, what's going on? Randy Thomas, what's going on? Alrighty, so I ended up speaking up with a representative from Traxxas, and they are releasing the new E-Revo to the hobby shops right now. Here is the problem with it coming into the hobby shops right now. The hobby shops are having them for display, not for sale. They're going to show them off as a display version, but they are not selling them to the public, which kind of sucks because now they're putting in a scenario where people are going to be jonesing out of their mind to get these RCs, and you can't get them. So, so I'm going to get my first hands on it. It's either going to be today or tomorrow. I'm not too sure on how the deliveries are going. I'm going to contact both hobby shops to see if they can get that for me and see what's going on, which one I'm going to get my hands on. Primarily, I'm going to bring my 2 Revos over there. As you guys well may know, this is the 1/10 original 1/10 E-Revo with the Mama Monster 1 system with the 2200 kV motor. I do have the Proline tires, which match very well with the new Traxxas Talon tires. And then I also have the Mini E-Revo, which is right there. And do you run the car? Do you run all their cars or just collect them? I have a specific rule to have run bodies and show bodies. I'll show you my run bodies. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Here, like I'll bring in my big E-Revo body. Here is the E-Revo run body. As you can see, there's a lot of scratches over there. There's where the body post, I think over here is a little cracked. Yeah, there's the crack. There's holes I put in there for lights and, you know, just regular abuse from the body itself. So this in actuality would be the run body, which I'll take off my show body and take that off right there. And I'll put the run body on there. This is the way it looks when I do run the E-Revo. And I do have a run body for the Mini E-Revo as well, which is another blue one. So that should answer your questions on what's run, what's show. So let me see. LeJay, tomorrow, new E-Revo at my hobby shop. Excellent. Hey, awesome. Thanks for cleaning that up. Gus, 13, do you run? I just answered that question. Roy Nelson, hey, brother. I got to go. I will check you out the rest of the video in a little bit. Everybody here, hopefully having some real good one. And we will see some of your video. Oh, thank you very much. Guys, do you run them? Do you run them in a gun hill track? No, I do not. See ya, have fun. Take it easy, man. Hans, what kind of upgrades are you going to do? And do you know if... What? Do I know if you... or can Just hop-ups and aftermarket parts from the old E-Revo to the 2.0. I have no idea. I mean, I know there are going to be parts that are going to be upgradable, but they did change out the arms. They did change out the transmission. They did change out the wheels. They did, I mean, you're still able to use a 17 millimeter, but I don't know how they set that up. The cable links, I hope they changed, because I have a whole bunch of brand new cable links that for my old E-Revo that I could use on my new one. I'm not too sure how the chassis has changed out as much, but hopefully I can utilize a whole bunch of things. I think the first companies that's coming out with the new upgradable parts is going to be Hot Racing. So just want to give you guys a heads up on that. MVP 94, how can I take, what? Let me see. How can I take care of a Venom LiPo without damaging the battery 6 months after not using it? Well, you should put your Venom LiPo into storage mode. Definitely put them into storage mode, and you should be good to go. I'll give you a case scenario. Bear with me 1 second. This has been at my steps for the past almost a year. Okay, I'll give you guys a heads up on this. This is directly from Traxxas. This is directly from Traxxas. I got 4 brand new LiPos in here. Brand new 3S LiPos that have just stayed on my steps. Never charged them, never opened them. Look, they're factory sealed. From Traxxas, never used them. These are gonna be for the UDR and for the new E-Revo. I contacted Traxxas. They said, you really should charge these things up. So I should charge them up. I thought I was going to sell them, but who knows. Let me see. Jamrock RC, laughing my ass at Geo. I'm an island boy. Yeah, rude boy from the island. What part of Kingston you from? Me, I love listening to Confrontation from Damien. That's my jam. I always grew up on reggae. Barrington Levy, Buju Banton, Mad Lion, Sanchez, always up on the reggae, bro. I've been listening to reggae, dancehall especially, for years. Let me see. Traxxas told me that there are very few parts that will be interchangeable between the models. Maybe a few pillow balls, but that's it. Yeah, they changed a lot of it for you guys to get more in depth with the new E-Revo 2.0. So we'll see what happens in the near future. Once I have my hands on both of them, we'll see what happens. Dorian says, again, appreciate all your vids. I'm almost done with my Rustler. What do you suggest as my next purchase? As in for RCs or your Rustler? Need to emphasize. The RC guys, laughing out loud. I should be uploading my newest video on my channel right now, but this live stream is too important. Thank you very much. Randy Thomas, Jamrock RC, Antigua in the house. Oh my God. Infinity RC, Geo. I am filling what? I'm filming a bash event in Alley Palm Park. I'm filming about bash event in Alley Palm Park in Queens. Just waiting for paperwork to go through. I'm hoping in April. Well, if you're doing it in Queens, definitely send me a message at geostyle1@yahoo.com. I would definitely like to just go over there and bash around. Dorian, in RCs, I would say if you do have the money and you do want to get a brand new RC, buy the X-Maxx. That'd be your best bet. JDS Flying Canuck RC. Where can I buy a small one? A small one, what? RC? Well, I mean, you could buy any dealership if you're going with the 1/16 scale RC. Are they overhauling the mini E-Revo or is that the only one? They are. I don't think they are gonna. Traxxas is taking all their RCs and putting this new type of wrap that they're doing. I think what Traxxas is doing right now is they're taking and revamping all their RCs. They started with the brain and the motor. So the VXL systems have been changed out. Also, the Mama Monster systems have been changed out to their Millennium 6S systems. They are upgrading and modifying their RCs. I think the next modification that they need to do, or that they will do, would be the E-Maxx. If they're going to update the E-Maxx to a better version of it, I think the E-Maxx can definitely use an update. I think as of right now, the E-Maxx has predominantly owned the RC community when it was out. So I think an update on E-Maxx is definitely called for. The slashes always get their updates. You don't really have to do too many things because a lot of people modify their slashes to do bashes. They modify their slashes to just everyday riding. They modify their slashes for on-road. They modify their slashes for drag racing. And also they modify their slashes for high-speed runs. So that being said, the slashes I don't think they'll be able to touch. They did modifications on the slash 2-wheel drive and the slash 4x4, giving them the low center of gravity scenario. I think a cool modification that people have been asking for is a Rustler 4x4, which will definitely be cool. As for the Bandit, I think the Bandit is a cool, pretty much cool intro to the RCs. I think what Traxxas is doing right now with the brush systems, with the Bandit, the Stampede 2-wheel drive, and the Rustler at the lower price point is something good for Traxxas to get rid of their older stock with that. But as for updates, Traxxas has come across and been very innovative in having new technology out there. Let's start off right off the bat with the X01. The X01 was a huge thing when it did come out. Then Traxxas developed their X-Maxx 6S, and then they upgraded to the 8S. They did get into the crawler community with the TRX4. They ended up going with their 1/10 scale revamping of the Fortec 2.0, made it off similar to the Slash LCG platform, but still cool RC. Now they're innovating themselves into upgrading a lot of their older RCs like the E-Revo. So I think Traxxas has been very innovative because a lot of other companies that are out there started investing more and more into their RCs. And what they're doing right now is, now that they're investing more money into their RCs with the hop-ups that Traxxas has initially needed on their RCs, it pretty much pushed them in a good line with giving themselves the third-party aftermarket stuff that a lot of people do buy. Like, hypothetically speaking, if the new Talon tires do hold up, you know, you're gonna push away from getting a Proline set and keep on with the brand new Talon tires, even though I swear by the Proline trenchers. Now that the drive shafts are being upgraded to the X-Maxx drive shafts, you're gonna shy away from either upgrading to the steel drive shafts or also going with different companies like Hot Racing or MIP. They are strengthening the drive line. A lot of people buy Robinson Racing gears, and they are upgrading their drive line to a Mod 1 system, so you're going to have less breakage. Also, the modification that they're putting in for their diff for the new E-Revo, you're not going to go with, you know, third-party companies, because now you're going to have the upgraded system in there, which is definitely cool on Traxxas, because now they're putting themselves in the running to have you buy more Traxxas products. And primarily, like with the X-Maxx, you know, you're having less breakage and you're rebuying Traxxas products if they do break. So I think that's cool what the company is doing. They're investing back into products that have been time tested, and they're putting more into their products that are out there. Me personally, I think, and I've talked about this throughout the years, I think when they do revamp the Slash Ultimate, I think the driveline should be strengthened. I think they should immediately do the Velocity drive shafts on there, and also they should give you aluminum hexes with that to make that a Slash Ultimate with every part that you need to update on that RC. But that's my personal opinion. I'm just a YouTuber that, you know, pretty much gets more informative information out to you guys. And you know me, I like to customize all my RCs, so I give you a different take on what's initially transpiring with that. So let me see. E-Maxx is out of stock, so probably next. Could be. Let me see. Chi-Town's Finest. What's up with the Jado? Who's buying me a Jado? 1.16. Oh, 1/16 scale. I don't think they're gonna do any upgrades on that. If they do, they should change out the drive shafts on this. Pretty much everything is solid on the mini E-Revo, but the drive line should be changed out and upgraded. The one on top. All right. Are they I don't know if they're all overhauling the mini E-Revo. What can I buy this one? Let me keep going with the questions. Aaron, I'm going to buy the new E-Revo, blue and orange. That's the ones people are voting for me to get. Chi-Town says I'm getting the new blue and orange one. That's the one I'm gonna get. The letter A. I'm going with the blue and green, brother. I'm curious to see how it looks in person. Well, you guys will let me know. Third-party aftermarket parts are going to be immediately produced for this new E-Revo, so you're going to see a lot of things coming out. Nice guys. Ripley RC. I can't explain wanting an E-Revo 2.0 while I have an X-Maxx. Can you try? Okay, Ripley, I'll explain that. I'll go into a scenario now that I have both of the RCs and I'll have the new Traxxas 2.0. Since you do have the X-Maxx, you do have the comfortabilities of having a pretty extreme RC, which is really, really huge, running on an 8S system. The reason why people go with they call this a 1/10 scale, but technically speaking, I think it's a 1/9 scale RC. It's a little bit bigger than a 1/10 scale RC. The reason why a lot of people would go with the E-Revo is because trick-wise, stability-wise, drive-wise, it's an all-around beast when it comes down to it. Now, don't get me wrong, the X-Maxx is it's in the class by itself, but with the E-Revo, you put yourself in a scenario with the driveline and everything is going to be the same, going to be upgraded and everything like that. You put yourself in a scenario where you all around fun-wise, you're going to have something totally cool for you to play around with on the new E-Revo setup. And also with the price point of it, it's even with the new E-Revo, the price point has dropped. So since the price point has dropped, you're looking at having a new E-Revo with batteries and charger roughly around, if I have to put a price point on it, if you go with the package deal, it's probably going to be like $700. Okay? If you go X-Maxx, batteries and everything like that, you're at that $1,100, give or take. So when you're looking at, you know, price point wise, a lot of people can't afford an X-Maxx. Now, why would you want to get an E-Revo over an X-Maxx when you already have an X-Maxx? I think if you've ever driven an E-Revo is one of the best bashers out there for snow, best bashers for launches, just all around a great RC. I think Traxxas for years has had issues with the driveline and everything like that, which they have corrected, you know, but all around, I mean, you're looking at the size difference between the two, as you can see. I mean, the size difference between both RCs, you know, there is a big setup. So when you're looking at that type of setup, you know, people are going to push towards the E-Revo 2.0. Would I advise you to get that? If financially you can afford it, go for it. If not, you're going to have a kill around time with the X-Maxx. Now, I made a video, I think last year. The video was titled, "Has the X-Maxx pushed away from sales from the E-Revo and the E-Maxx?" It has, because Traxxas ended up dropping their price point. Not only I believe Traxxas dropped the price point on the old E-Revo and the old E-Maxx because of the X-Maxx sales and popularity. I also think they did the price point drop because of other companies out there like Arma and whatever other companies that are utilizing that 1/9 scale platform. Now, that being said, Traxxas ended up, you know, revamping the new E-Revo, and they started putting more. They started, you know, revamping something that has been, you know, needed from the beginning, and a lot of companies are doing that right now, and they decided to go with that same type of aspect and investing more money into a great product, because Traxxas, I mean, love it or hate it, Traxxas is one of the dominating RC companies out there. Now, if they're giving, now a lot of people who own the X-Maxx are not having the issues right now with their driveline. Some people do, I mean, but it all around it was built very tough, and people do like it. So hopefully that does answer your question. Let me see. Chi-Town. Some of still like Nitro too. I would love a Jado. Mr. Brian, what's going on, my friend? Stacy says a new Nitro Revo would be sick. I don't think they'll ever do that. To be honest with you, I think Nitro has seen its time. People love Nitro, but the way the electric is going, I can't see it. I mean, gas, yes. Nitro, no. A says, It sounds it's more compact. It can throw it around. Parts are cheaper, less maintenance, stuff to do, much more reasons, of course. Chi-Town's Finest 70 says, Stacy, man, I'd love that. Aaron says, well explained. A says at Ripley RC. Stacy Weaver says, big block for the win. A lot of people love the big block. Chi-Town's fine. Yes, sir. Chi-Town says, um, was breaking in an E-Revo 3.3 today. I have a OS for it. David Bailey says, in 6 months, I bet they will release a Rustler with the X-Maxx 6S setup. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Stacy says, 21TM is a monster. Yes, it is. I can't even say this guy's name. Cuscum MVP 94 says, I have a Venom. All they ever told me is that I have to check the lipos every 3 months, and if the cells go down, to have to charge them a little bit and put them trickle charge. You know what? You should put them on storage mode. You have to put them on storage mode if you can let them sit that long. Chi-Town says, I'm trying to fit an LPR 32. That's a big motor. JDS flying. I'm looking. I cannot find where I can buy a 1/16 scale. I'm in Ontario, Canada. You can go on eBay or you can order from Traxxas direct. The 1/16 scale E-Revo. Long Island ICs. Long Island Speed says, I'm back. Brandon, I still like my Creighton. Many people do. JDS says, help. Laughing out loud. Steve DeClark, I love my Creighton. JDS says, I'm looking. I cannot find where I can buy a 1/16 scale, bro. eBay, definitely. But you can buy directly from Traxxas if you have a credit card. Aaron says, I have a Slash Robbie Gordon edition, which I'm going to sell. I'm trying to sell a pretty much all my Yetis. I'm trying to get rid of. They're all brand new. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Help. Creighton is totally Revo killer, but now that 2.0 is back, okay, competition. The problem with the Creighton, look, I'm never gonna hate on Arma. I'm not, because Arma is very well built. Only thing I don't like about Arma is their electronics. That being said, I think it's an excellent setup on an RC. Steve DeClark says, I still think Creighton over the Revo. Aaron says, yeah. Alan Williams, nice. Brandon says, still haven't broken apart on my Creighton version 2. And I will run it at least 3 times in a week. Nice. I've had it for a while now. Ripley says, thanks. Steve DeClark, I have the version 3. It's awesome. Darren says, I feel like my Armor Outcast is a little bit better basher than my old than the old E-Revo. Do you have an Outcast, Geo? And what are your thoughts of it? I do not have an Outcast. I have no armor RCs as of yet. Brian says, not riding today. I should be riding my motorcycle today, but I'm still worried. If you guys know, I do ride my motorcycles a lot. I got my helmet ready to bounce out of here as soon as possible. But I do have to change the water pump on my motorcycle, so I'm worried about overheating. But it's a pretty nice day for me to go out. Brandon says, yeah, I got a version 3 Talon, and it's awesome too. RC Guy says, let me see what the RC Guy says. I just hope the price doesn't go up. They have never done much in the past, but there is so much bang for your buck. Almost too good to be true. Very true. I think everybody's going to jump on this as soon as possible. Aaron says, yeah, I know. K.O. Carter, how can you feel satisfied with another 1,000 vehicles when the old E-Revo and the new E-Revo is almost the same? New body, a few upgrades, should have done it with the first one. Because back in the days when the E-Revo came out, they that's the way the engineers platformed it. So now that, you know, Traxxas has done a lot of R&D with a lot of people that do upgrades on their RCs. The major problem with the old E-Revo was their diffs. Their diffs would break out, especially when you're doing flips on the RC and stuff like that. All the diffs would break out and stuff like that. So them upgrading the internal drive line on the RC was huge. Also, they noticed that people are putting bigger tires on the new E-Revo. That's why they ended up going with a bigger Talon tire. They are still utilizing the 6S system, but with their Mod 1 pinion, they're guaranteeing 70 miles an hour. So we'll see when the transpires with the new E-Revo 2.0. I have a Jado, Rustler, Revo 3.3, Talon, and Outcast. Custom MVP. My name is in Spanish. Spanish, Gio. Coscum? Wait. Coscum. Never heard of it. I know Spanish. Lejay. Our old Revo is doo-doo compared to the new one. Kato Carter. Aaron. Where y'all from? I'm in actuality in New York. Brian says, psh, maybe he's pissing, I don't know. Soho War. In January, I recently bought an E-Revo VXL 116 scale. One thing I could recommend on the 116 scale, change the drive line, get metal drive shafts, and change the tires. KO, Lejay, I bet, but Traxxas should have done that doo-doo in the first. The major ploy with a lot of the things that come out back in the days is it's a hobby. So they want you to start upgrading everything. So that's why when they ended up developing the steel drive shafts, the silver ones, for you to just to upgrade your RC. But now they're realizing that people want stuff a la carte, and if you're spending that kind of money, Traxxas is obliging to a lot of people's, either complaints, demands. I'm not too sure, but they're bringing it in. Alan Williams says, off topic, have you ever reviewed the Hobby Wing Sabertooth? $162, 1/8 scale. You know what? I would love that ESC. I would love to review it. I would dump it into one of my RCs, see what it can do. I'm just curious about that myself. Aaron says, which RCs do you all have? I have a Slash. I have probably in the 30s, fully modified 30 RCs, 30-something RCs. My man Joe Erickson, what's up, brother? Lejay, yes, you're right. Brandon says, look for a new charger, and it's EV Peak CQ3 4X 100 watt. Anybody have any experience with it? No, I do not. JDS, nice, bro. Laters, man. Aaron, nope, sorry. Joe, it's snowing where I'm at in Portland. Oh, no snow here, bro. I got 60 degrees. Chi-Town's from Chicago. Of course, Chi-Town, you're from Chicago. Norway, all the way from Norway. Norway RC Adventures. I'm hoping to do an unboxing on the new E-Revo 2.0. My hobby shop says that we're going to get hooked me up when I ordered the TRX for Bronco. Your E-Revos are awesome. Thank you. Wyatt says, are those stock size tires on the E-Revo? They look huge. No, these are the Proline trenchers. Are they the X's? The Trencher X's. The Proline trenchers are X's, and these are the Proline trenchers, just the regular trenchers that are on here. Let's keep going. Steve says it's raining in Detroit. Alan Williams, sorry, it's Hobby King. It's not an ESC. Almost ready to run. Would you like to see and review it? Would like to see you review it. With all the finances that are going into the RCs that I'm doing right now, I'm probably going to be shelling out like $2,000. So we'll see what happens. Chi-Town starts cracking up. Joe gives me a thumbs up. Lejay, what do you think about 17mm trenchers? 2.8s on the Slash 4x4. Is it too much? I do not think so because basically you're running it like the way it would be on the Stampede 4x4, so I don't think it's too much. Lejay, love you, Gio. Thank you very much. Randy Thomas says, my friend just bought the E-Revo 6S 2440 Mod 1 gearing. Wait, he has it already? Crusher on the wheels, about to get the seconds. About 2 seconds, crushers, wheels, full throttle. 75.9, then almost lost control. Bigger tires, less control you have. Cato Carter, Chi-Town's finest, do you have a big block chassis? Oh, I wouldn't know nothing about that. Joseph says, there's a guy who is willing to sell a Traxxas Stampede, but it's a Nitro. Do you think it's worth buying? No. Do you think there's going to be a new Rustler? I would hope for a Rustler 4x4. It would be cool. Alan, cool. I would like to see you do more updates on your Rustler builds. My Rustler is complete. Chi-Town, KO. I have the extended chassis with the big black cape. Haven't put it together yet. All right, so I got through all the statements. All right, so naming my new E-Revo. So I'm gonna do a whole little segment. This is kind of like the Papa E-Revo. This is kind of like the baby E-Revo. So the new E-Revo is gonna have the personality of a girl. So as you guys know my channel, I do videos where all my RCs have their own personalities and everything like that. So I'm in communications with Traxxas themselves, and what I'm trying to do is get the clear body sent to me ASAP for the new E-Revo. So usually it takes them a month to 2 months before they start introducing the clear bodies for this. So once the new E-Revo does come out, I'm gonna have to wait a little while, but the paint scheme and everything like that is probably gonna be either baby blue with pink, or purple and pink, or baby blue with purple, depending on what I'm gonna do with the paint scheme like that. I know a few companies that do not do those type of colors, but hopefully I can get that done sooner than later. So then I'll have the whole family. I'll have Papa, I'll have baby, and then I'll have the mother come in, and we'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens in the next few months when I do upgrade this thing. I am going to shoot videos. If you guys ever seen the X-Maxx videos, I try to shoot that immediately just for you guys to check it out. Primarily for people that don't know what I do get at RC, I beat the crap out of it, and then I start upgrading all the parts immediately to it just to have it set up that way. So, no, that is not the one, Bar Harbor Basher. That is not the one. I'm waiting from a hobby shop right now to give me the call if it's in today. 2 hobby shops want me to review it. One hobby shop wants me to review it immediately with their hobby shop. Another hobby shop, which kind of surprised me, is not only letting me do their video, but they're also filming their own unboxing video, which kind of... I didn't know how to take it. When I first heard about it, I'm like, yeah, we're doing our own unboxing video. And I'm like, well, then you don't need me to talk about the same things I'm going to be talking about if I had the RC in front of me. So, like, I guess the difference between their unboxing video and the way my unboxing video is going to be is, as you guys well may know, I'm doing these interactive videos with you guys. And primarily what I'm going to be doing is, you know, I can do an unboxing with a video with a brand new E-Revo and talk about, oh, look at the size of the Talon tires. Look at the size of the Talon tires between the new and the old. Look at the way the new body is, the new and the old. Look at the way the new transmission is between the new and the old. Look at the way the plastics are on the arm between the new and the old. Look at the way the new body mounts are going onto the RC between the new and the old. Look at the way the new shock setup is on the RC between the new and the old. And I could also crack it open and see what the diffs look like right now. I could do that type of unboxing video for you as well. But there's going to be a lot of questions that are going to be, people are going to be curious about. You're going to want the little bit of interaction where I can be able to bring the visual of the RC closer for you guys to check a few things out. And that's what I'm going to be doing on my live cast. I'm going to give you a lot of retrospect on what's the RC really going to look like. What is the real size difference? I mean, people are going to be doing, all size different comparisons between the X-Maxx and the new E-Revo and the old E-Revo, and what it compares to another RC and their sizes, and what is going to be the size difference of the tires and everything like that. But I want to do a live interaction. That's why you guys are seeing me doing more and more live interactive videos with you guys. For you, there's a lot of questions out there of people wanting to know, what's going to be happening, what I'm going to be doing, what type of upgrades are going to be happening with the RCs. And I want to bring that to you guys before anything else, because what's going to happen is, let me see. Bar Harbor Basher says, would it be cool to distinct the old one from the new one? I'm going to do that, definitely so. I hope to make a Russell 4x4. Me too. Yep, definitely do a full teardown. I know you guys want to see that. Infinity RC, thank you for the advice on the spiral gears and the X-Maxx. No more problems with the stripping of the differentials. Make sure you have the cups for the spiral gears for the X-Maxx, and also make sure that they're lubricated the way they should be lubricated. That is huge. Bar Badger gives me the hands up. Steve the Clark, RC family, laughing out loud. That's, yeah, not the new one. You should do a purple and pink one. Pink and a little bit of glitter. I was thinking about the glitter as well. Kevin, will you ever get into 8-scale racing? The racing I'm doing is Mini Z racing right now, but I'm thinking about going 1/10 scale on road. KO says kit. Chi-Town says kits. Joseph says thumbs up. Nax is more from Chicago. Let me see. Warhawk Legend 69. What's going on, brother? What did I miss? Where's the new one? I'm waiting for the phone call. So once I do get the phone call, I'm going to run to whichever hobby shop has that there. Like I said, I was kind of, when that news was brought to me, that they were going to do their own little filming, I was like, oh, well, then there's no reason for me to be here. I was like, what the hell's going on here? So when you look at the bigger aspect of what's going to be transpiring, I'm trying to give you guys the first initial views of the new type of RCs that are out there, and if there's one thing I've learned is that the attention span of people are very quick. So like initially when we were just starting this live video, there was 40 people. Now it's down to 30. So the attention span of people that don't get what they need immediately just jump off like you wouldn't believe. So once I do the unveil of this RC and have that set up, it should be something pretty awesome. Now, here's the pros and cons of what Traxxas is doing. The pro, they are releasing these RCs for people to check out. For a lot of newer people that are playing with these RCs, for them to check out and play with them and see exactly what they're going to be buying. So that's why they're sending them out to the hobby shops in the beginning. The con, and hopefully Traxxas is listening, and hopefully they'll be able to understand the con. And this happened with the X-Maxx, which I was very, very disappointed. And I addressed my concerns with this. So Traxxas released the X-Maxx 8S to a lot of hobby shops before they were available to sell. So what hobby shops were doing was price gouging. And if you wanted to buy it, instead of paying the $900 to buy it, they were charging $1,500 for you to take them off your hands. And, I think that was terrible on a lot of other people's, scenario. I mean, granted, would I spend the $1,500 on a brand new, like say this went for $1,200, which, I know hobby shops are going to jack up the price before it's being sold. They'll sell their copy that they're selling, for a presentation in their hobby shop. They'll sell them off. Is it price gouging? Yes. Is it unfair to a lot of the consumers? Yes. Is it cool for people that can afford it and present it on their YouTube channel? Yeah, there are pros and cons to that, I mean, the pro is I'd be able to present something like that and have it visually at my shop for you guys to see it. But now I'm stuck with something that would come out 2 weeks later, but I'm the first kid on the block to have it. Traxxas is doing good to try to put people more into that, but I think they should be more vigilant on hobby shops and other companies that are trying to sell this out to the consumer at a higher price point just because they have it available for them, kind of like the supply and demand scenario. And that happened hugely with the X-Maxx. So hopefully Traxxas does visually see what initially is transpiring with a lot of the hobby shops, and they are able to put a stop to that. Now, something else that Traxxas is doing that is pros and cons. They're doing a lot of R&D, especially on the YouTube channels that do presentations like this, like my own, and stuff like that. And they're taking that platform and they're utilizing that platform to make their own videos on their YouTube channel. So, which is a cool thing. They ended up tantalizing so many people and saying, okay, we'll give you $10,000 in products, or you can do a 200 something miles per hour pass on a real drag car. But you have to be subscribed to YouTube, subscribe to Instagram, follow their Facebook, go on their Google Plus, go on so many different platforms, and now you got a fan basis. So now what Traxxas is doing right now, they're doing unboxing videos and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, it's very hard to compete with that type of video production where you have their own people showing you unboxings of their RCs that they know technically they have everything run down on paper for them, and they have their own photographers and their own film crews and their own music development people, and it's very hard to compete with that type of scenario. Trust me, I see them on Instagram all the time. I did enter into this contest, but I don't want none of their products. I have mostly all the Traxxas vehicles. I said, you know what, if I win, get me into a 200 something mile per hour drag car, and that would be cool, and take me to the factory for me to check out, you know, the way these things are, the engineering department is doing with these RCs, and give me a little bit of intel of what's happening, you know, in the near future. So that's primarily what I ended up going with. So let's see what's going on in this thing, because a lot of messages are coming through. Nick, have never got here notifications. See, that's weird. I don't know how you guys didn't get my notifications on that. Bar Harbor Basher, telephone. Email me. I'll give you my number. Chevy Man Vapes Clouds. I'm hitting on the new E-Revo. Hitting or hating? When does it hit towns? Yeah, I'll definitely get it. Warhawk Legends. Gio, are you buying all 3 new Traxxas vehicles? I have to see financially where I'm at with the Bronco. The E-Revo's coming. The UDR is coming. I have to see if financially I can pull out for the new Bronco. I wish Traxxas sponsored me, because it does. I own all the vehicles, and it would help me out if I got sponsored by Traxxas. I'm not saying for them to give me vehicles, but to have that sponsorship number, to even at the dealer cost, that would definitely help me. You know, because I do a lot of advertisement for them, which I think is definitely beneficial. Steve, when is the call coming? Today? Something like that, a few days? When you're thinking? I don't know. The call can be coming they know to call me immediately. Walk Legend 69. Damn, Gio, you're so sure that 1500 was not for the Snap exclusive. Yo, people bought that Snap exclusive E-Maxx, and I'm like, it's just the body, bro. Like, really? There was nothing else other than that body and the box. Bar Harbor Basher. Traxxas will completely own the market soon. Axial is fading away fast. I don't understand why they haven't stepped up their game, because the HPI and the Axial factory shut down production for a little while. That's primarily what happened. Nick, once one of the local hobby shops got a new boat early, but somebody let me see, somebody broke in and stole over $7,000, and the boat was gone too. I wouldn't be surprised. Steve DeClark, pay to play. Up in the price is some BS. Yep. Warhawk Legend 69. Traxxas needing 2.0 on all their old models. E-Maxx, Rustler, and Stampede. Yes. If you were here earlier, you would have been hearing the discussion that I had on that. I think that was at minute 12 or something like that. I discussed that. Dennis. Yeah, I feel your pain, man. Really want Axial to do well, but just Don't disappoint. Yeah, they ended up going down with the new SCX10. They took away a lot of stuff. Wall 69, they're handling on long to those old models without updating them. They have updated them with their motor and ESC, but that's as far as I know, with that. Steve, can't wait to see the comparison on the Revo. It should be interesting when I do the comparison. Dennis, the market and products are changing, and if all these companies don't follow call up the Axial, we'll sell them off. Very true. I think realistically speaking, okay, and this is not my quote, this is just a statement, okay, I think Traxxas will buy Arma. I'm just throwing that out there. Allegedly, Traxxas won the lawsuit against Arma, allegedly, and Arma owes them a whole bunch of money, allegedly. So why not, soak one of their major competitors into their own company? That's just my opinion, but that's all allegedly. RC guys, what would a Traxxas Rock Racer be like? Could it be like the Axial Rock Racer, which I have, and but the Valenian system, or that could even have TMS. Just a thought. People have done it on the upgrades of their RCs. Warhawk Legend 69. Traxxas sponsors. Traxxas sponsors this man. I thought. I tried to get sponsored by them, realistically speaking, and I got shut down. Which, like I said, Traxxas is a huge company, but I think it's beneficial to me to be more interactive with the viewers. Traxxas doesn't interact with the viewers the way I do, and I think I would be a definitely cool additive piece for their segment. Why do you think Traxxas will release 8S version of the UDR? 8S version? No, hell's no. Definitely not. But I'm still waiting for the X-Revo. Steve the Clog, Traxxas should sponsor you. I wish they did. Bar Harbor Bashard, you need 1 million subs for Traxxas to... Yes, I need 1 million subs for Traxxas to sponsor me. I think the only two people that I've seen sponsored from YouTube is Dude Perfect and that other crazy guy with the hot-looking wife and the kid who they can care less about, They just took all of Traxxas RCs, which, you know what? Traxxas is a marketing machine. So why not have somebody that has that many subscribers bring... I'm not hating. But definitely not hating, but that's good that somebody that has more than 1 million subscribers is able to put Traxxas on a platform where this is a digital age. A lot of guys don't run hobbies like this anymore. So to have that type of marketing, I can't hate on that because I want the hobby to be big. So many hobby shops have closed down throughout the years that, the last thing we need is for this hobby to fade away, Let me see. So that's from Barhard. Okay, Gio, have you checked on the 1/6 scale shredder from Red Cat? I have not checked into that. I don't know why people hate Red Cat so much, but yeah, I have not checked into that. Definitely so. David, gotta go to work. I can't wait to check out the rest of the video. Oh, thank you very much for stopping by. Joe, what do you think about the new 1/6 scales, 1/6 scales and the 1/7 scales? I think bigger is always better, man. Dennis says... Wyatt, as much as I love the power, I don't know if you need 8S. Well, we don't know how the car drives, so we'll see what happens. I'm on 6S. Jeffrey, I just got a new Trax Teton with the ID plugs. Traxxas is great. The Teton is such fun. I wish my Teton doesn't have that, so I'm screwed. Running straight for a basher. I wish they put that on the app. All the Trax series, they don't have it on the app yet. A Walk Legend says electronics don't count as an upgrade in my book. They only cover the vehicle. I think the only upgrades that they've done, well, is the E-Revo, which 2.0 is coming out. They did upgrade the Fortec 2.0, but they should incorporate a little bit more of a vamping of their older vehicles, other than the shell, just a little bit. Even drive shafts. I mean, throw your velocity drive shafts on these RCs. We'll all pay the extra money. Just, put a little bit more love into it, Bahar Badgers just does that. Steve, Would you have been cool if Snap-on made a specific parts for the exclusive releases, like Snap-on Axios, repurposed battery trays? So, yes, that would have been cool if they specifically got a few things that you cannot buy other than the body. Dennis, cannot wait to get my hands on the Fox. Um, Dennis, Roman Atwood. This is my RC. What's going on? Just came in. Is the new E-Revo? Is this the new Revo? No. If so, I heard that they had a recall. Local hobby shops told me that. Really? I didn't hear anything about that because it was supposed to be shipped out today. So I'm not too sure. Yeah, Roman Atwood. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy. That's that YouTuber. What really annoyed me about the guy, or really annoyed me about what Traxxas did, I had a big rant rave about, Traxxas giving you the upgrade motor in ESC, their 8S upgrade kit. And Traxxas was very hush-hush about, the fact that they ended up not telling people that the motor was also upgraded from the 1600 kV motor to the 1275 kV motor. So I hit up Roman, to find out, hey, was the new motor installed? Now, mind you, Traxxas told me no one got it, but Roman got it. So I'm like, you have this information over there. Just tell me, because I just spent this kind of money and I didn't get exactly what I was supposed to get. So just give me the heads up. So it is what it is. Bahar Badger, X-Revo 8S. Yes, that's coming out. Guaranteed. Laughing my right. Yeah, Roman. Yeah, hot looking one. I think that's his main thing. I mean, he seems to be funny. I haven't really checked out his channel, but I mean, if you guys are not watching for his wife, then I don't know what you're watching for. Warhawk Legend 69. What channel with the hot girl showing Traxxas? Well, I mean, she's cute. I mean, she's not hot. I mean, if you there's a YouTuber out here that has his own YouTube channel, that has his own hobby shop, that just hires models to run over their bodies with a TRX4, which I was gonna do one day. I should have ordered a stripper right there and just to have and just showcase my stuff. Or a model and stuff like that. But at the time, my old lady would have killed me. Dennis, Red Cat, that is like a great value brand for Walmart. Well, let me get something straight with you. If you go on Walmart, you'll be able to find Traxxas, you'll be able to find HPI sold at Walmart and Best Buy and a few other companies. Steric, Joseph Erickson, I have the Red Cat shredder. I like it. Nick, she is not his wife. She does not want to marry him because his last wife cheated. Oh, God. Roman and Brittany have been dating for like 9 years. That's his wife, bro. Come on now. Who's fooling who? Infinity RC. I've been a Nitro fan for so many years. I did buy an X-Maxx at a rally, the new Slash Extreme. I'm very happy with them. I've always wanted a Nitro RC. I always said, if I ever got a Nitro RC, I want the Jado. I mean, the Jado has slipped through my fingers so many times, and I would love the Jado to have that in my hands. I mean, maybe one day. Traxxas, send me a Jado, a brand new one. I'll unbox it. I'll ride it. I will learn about my Nitros. I don't own any. I've never owned a Nitro vehicle. That's our RC. Yep, the front suspension issue. Yeah, you know what? That would be a good thing for the 110 scale. If you revamped your shocks instead of having the plastics, people would pay for it. Call it the 2.0. Revamp the shocks, revamp the drive shafts, get rid of the plastic hexes for your wheels, and you don't need to change out the way the transmission case is. Yeah, you leave that part in you. Most of the servos, start finally putting the 2075 X's in there as opposed to the 2075. Just update the whole thing. So it was so that was the issue, the front suspension. All right. Warhawk Legend RC Planet has list of a 2-23, but who knows? Joseph says, yeah, that was messed up, man. I don't man, but that's how come some companies thoughts how big you are on YouTube. So you're buying the product. So this company, I kind of. The problem is that I got a lot of views when I did a I'm pissed off video with the X-Maxx, and Traxxas took notice. That was one of the first times Traxxas did reach out to me And I said to them clearly, I spoke with their reps, I spoke with a few people. I said, look, I said, you know, your reps are telling me that everything, now granted, they did not lie. They said, you know, my thing will still go 50 miles an hour. I said, but here's the differences. I was like, don't tell me that the RC is going to be exact if you changed out the tires, okay, to make it a harder composite. You changed out the motor, okay? You changed out the ESC and everything. I'm talking about the extra stuff that was added on to the new 8S. You changed out the motor, which now your temperatures run a little bit cooler, okay? You changed out the body, which you gave it a rear protection on the body itself. Those are three things right off the bat that you guys changed out that should have been in your upgrade kit. You know, I would have sold my X-Maxx immediately and spent, you know, an extra 100, 200 bucks to have all the goodies on there. Steve, I work in the shop part-time. This plug situation sucks with Traxxas. True. Kato, get the Jado. I have no money. Randy Thomas, I already got my wish with the goose chase. So I'll stay out of the name game. Well, just to give you a heads up, let me see if I can get this going without disconnecting anything. Hold on. There is your goose chase with all the gray goose up there. Just to give you a heads up, right there. He's hanging out by himself. So just to give you a heads up, that's where all my gray goose bottles go, and you know that's where the goose chase, which you guys are interested in finding out about, that's where it's at right now. All right, here we go. Hey, Traxxas, we all know we all know are watching, so you better do it. Well, legends, now we are talking. Kato, I'm smoking all Jados from Chicago. I would love a Jado, man. Bar Harbor Basher, I've been tempted to use my wife as a model for my rigs, but she's too hot. I've seen your wife. She is very, very, very attractive, my friend. Good thumbs up. In actuality, if you guys ever get to check out Bar Harbor Basher, he has great conceptual RCs that are out there, and definitely cool thing. Definitely check him out because there's a lot of cool things that you can learn from his channel, and also on Instagram and stuff like that. But he ended up doing an Instagram post about, you know, how much he loves his wife and everything like that. So thumbs up to that one, my friend. Infinity RC, I have two Jados. If at my buy share goes through, I'll give you one. You know what? That would be nice. And I'd probably take a Jado and upgrade it. But like I said, I know nothing about Nitro. Even if you didn't give me one, it would be definitely a cool perspective because I've only seen one Jado in my life. And the Jado that I saw was pretty destroyed. So I didn't get to, you know, get in depth with the RC. But that would be a cool conceptual video to upgrade a Jado, even if it was all used up, just to build it up. You guys see my Slash two-wheel drive Rust edition that I built up from the beginning, so that would be pretty cool. Dennis, the Jado is okay. I had it just straight fun. Your Rustler would smoke it after a gallon, 3.3. Yeah, you know what? It's but like I said, the Jado, I've always liked the way the Jado was set up. Let me see. YouTube is all about the drama. That's why you got views when you made your pissed off video. Yeah, people, you know, I want to tell you, man, Traxxas is contacting me, and I was like, oops. I said, look, you can't give me any hate. I own all your vehicles. I was like, realistically speaking, you know, if I came across and just put, you know, stuff, you know, like, you know, break apart my thing and just do an all-around destruction video with all my RCs and pretty much said, you know, gave it the finger and whatever, I would get tons of views. I would get, you know, me setting stuff on fire, me throwing 180, a 180 in them, and blowing them up, and you know, putting two mortars in them, launching them up in the air and stuff like that. I could do a lot of things which would definitely get me 1 million views easily. But I don't want to end up like Jang from Ultimate RC, allegedly, and getting sued. I don't know who he got sued from, allegedly, and totally leaving the RC game. So nope, not doing that. Joe tells me I agree with you. You should wish a lot of RC hobbies and your companies would be upfront. Yeah, they should have been upfront. Which they did recognize what initially transpired with that. So um, with you instead of you beating around the bush. That's all I'm saying. That is true. Walk Legends. I just finished up my Grey Goose large bottle in a few weeks ago. Yo, um, um, I know a guy who's getting me the 3-gallon Grey Goose bottle, which is huge. And he's gonna give it to me, and it's gonna be totally awesome. Will I drink it? Of course I will, but I'm definitely keeping the bottle. Let me see. Nick, do you ever see that the low C yes, I did see the low C 5T hydroplane. The 5 hydroplane, but that was a rear wheel drive from what I saw, but it did hydroplane. It wasn't too much of a distance, but it did do it. Randy Thomas, gotta go, bro. Take it easy, man. Bar Band, thanks, Gio. Much props, man. I mean, I don't want everybody to go into Bar Harbor Basher's thing and just check out his wife. So don't do that. Check out his RCs. I don't want to get you in trouble. Let me see. Derek. Long live electric over gas. New York City 007 bangers. What's going on, bro? I just saw you got the R1 turned on. Can't wait for bike season to come. Dude, I'm about to jump on my... Look, my arm is almost healed up from the tattoo that I got, so I'll give you guys a quick visual of the way my arm looks. As you guys can see, I ended up doing a whole bunch of gears and a whole bunch of stuff. There goes my bike chain and a few spark plugs up there. So there goes my, yeah, but it's still healing up, as you guys well may see. But, you know, I'm all about the bike life. I was thinking about doing some RC components on my right arm. Just a big Geo Stealth R1, and then maybe set up like a big can motor with an ESC over there, and just there's so many things. My tattoo artist is great. Work at Pepe Nueva York, which is definitely cool on 112. So let me see where we're at. Have you ever watched Kevin Torbolt's channel? He puts fun into... Yeah, I mean, he's all about destroying his things, like big time. But I like his channel. He jumped up very quickly from where he started at. A lot of people enjoy his channels when it comes down to destruction of RCs. So definitely a cool channel he got. Hey, oh my God, I forgot about Jang. He was a legend. Jang Ultimate RC Network, man. He was on point. When I tell you technical stuff that guy has thrown out, man, I mean, not only was he be able to give you the diameters of the type of RCs that you're utilizing, but he did this whole segment on the morphing of a Stampede 4x4, and he did so many conceptual things that people can't even touch his channel. And it just stopped. He was one of the best things out there for the RC things, and he was just bad things. Why would those morons ever sue him? I've never seen anything happen with him. What was wrong? It was just a whole review he did on an RC, and he got sued for it, or allegedly. And he just left, and he used to get a lot of hate. I mean, people, I mean, I don't care. I mean, people can talk crap about me running and stuff. Like, if anybody ever goes to a bash session, you'll notice all my RCs are running. You'll notice I'll never film. 9 times out of 10, I'll never film, because when I do run my RCs, I do it for myself. You know, I could wear the headband and everything like that. I have a GoPro, you know, to where, I mean, look, see, I have a GoPro where I'm able to put my headband on and everything like that. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. Walk Legend, 3-gallon, damn right. Michael Harris, is fill it with water later? No, in actuality, I'll fill it with this. Let's see if I have it. All right. Oh, you know what? I'll go into my daughter's room. Hold on. All right, so this is a pretty cool trick that you guys can do. Oops. That was not expected. All right. This is a pretty cool trick you guys can do when you start utilizing old bottles. So here is a Grey Goose bottle. Okay, and here's what you can do for you people who are very much into, you know, decorating stuff. You can light this bad boy up, and you can have it at your house, and that's primarily it, and it can look totally awesome. You know, so these are the cool things that you could do with Grey Goose. So yeah, yeah, bad dad. I know. I'll put that bottle up there and stuff like that. But when I do get the 3-gallon one, you can pick this up at your local. I think Michael's has it and stuff like that. So basically, it's an LED string that you're able to utilize on this. This one is a remote control version one, but you're able to set it up and you put it inside the Grey Goose bottle, and you just light it up. And it's a pretty cool, awesome piece for you to have that. So that's pretty cool. That's what I'm gonna do with the other Grey Goose bottle, with that. And there's a whole different type of conceptual things that you could do. I'm pretty innovative when it comes down to weird things like that. Okay, 3 gallons. Okay, he got sued. His vid description said his local track moved. No, there was a lot of things that went down with that. Michael Harris, laughing. I already tried. Bar Harbor Basher, laughing out loud. Dennis, yes, the URC was great. That dude's voice was so smooth. Yeah, you listen to Jang's voice, you're like, oh yeah, this guy knows his stuff. Joseph Erickson, a Traxxas tattoo. I can see you're getting that. No, I would not put Traxxas. Bar Harbor Basher, totally sick tap, brother. Thank you very much, my man. Michael Harris, you should. You've been in the game for a while. I've only been in the game for 6 years. I never got an RC growing up, so I would always have to get toy grade from Toys R Us, and my mom never even bought me that. So let me see. Kevin, URC had the best how-to videos, of course. New York City 007 Bangers looks like a very nice tat, G. What you've been doing? You doing the whole sleeve? I can't do the whole sleeve due to the fact of the company that I work for, but I am going to do the other arm. The reason why I got it only up to here is because I'm able to put my shirt over it. Expert Archer 980. I think the name of the new E-Revo is the E-Revo 2.0. They don't even call it 2.0. They just call it E-Revo. Tyler Stone, what's going on? You showed up to the party late, my friend. Dennis, laughing out loud. Yes, I would pay Jang just to talk. Derek Burns, a.k.a. Big Mac. Yeah, I saw it. Kevin, the Shapeshifter. That was the Project Shapeshifter. I love that video series. I was going to do that with my Stan Pinky, but then somebody was talking smack. I said, yeah, whatever. Walk Legends, nice. Michael Harrison, that's badass. Thank you very much. Darren, Gio, anytime you bash and go big, you need to film it. Yo, I've had this RC. You know what? Let me see if I could pull up. Chris from Everyday RC, he always films my stuff, always. And he did a video for me, which I found very interesting. And I always thanked him for it because it was a nice video stream he did for me. Is this it? No, that's not it. Back. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. Home. Where are my collections? Let me see. Save collections. Here we go. So now I can show you the, I don't even know if I have the volume up on this. Let's see if I do. Okay. All right. I can't even rewind it if I wanted to. This is bogus. Wait. Let's go back. Let me see if I can get this going on. Right. So this is what he did. These are all my RCs. And he filmed me doing all this. There's the E-Revo. There's the X-Maxx. No, that was the that was E-Maxx. There's another E-Maxx video. This is my Stan Pinky. 1, 2, 3, and that's 4. There's the E-Maxx, the X-Maxx, and there's my Rustler. For people who never see my things drive, All right, let me keep going with the questions. All right, badass. Let me see. What is everyone's first hobby grade RC? My Rustler. Wait, Dennis Rustler X Files. Yeah, I was out. I was out of service. Okay. Jang Bricks is where Jang is at now. Yeah, I used to collect Legos as a kid. Nah, I still collect Legos here and there. It's just not the same. No, definitely not, because we're not interested in that. Nick, the Rustler and the Stampede. Um, Walk Legends. Damn, Jang is almost up to 1 million subs on his new channel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's making money on that too. Kevin, my first hobby grade was a Trinity next 16 116 gas Truggy. It was a beast. I still have it. Dennis Blackfoot, 1987, 1988. I forget. I haven't owned for a time since then. All right, Dennis. Man, you guys started young. Tamia, yeah, I started 6 years ago. So Darren, haha, nice dude. I started late. I meant it pays to be a good friend. Laughing out loud. Just take his crap. That's crazy, man. You know, it's kind of weird. I mean, like I said, me and him have been talking about doing another bash event. We're trying to give people at least 1 month in advance, because I know a lot of people are coming in from out of state. I've had guys from Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Jersey, as far away as Pennsylvania, come to these bash events. But that being said, that's going to be something that's happening very soon. Hopefully early spring, so it's still kind of warm but not cold enough, and we'll probably have tents out there, barbecue and everything like that. So that's primarily, yeah. Jang has a new channel. It's a Lego channel. Definitely check it out. So yeah, you know, a lot of people don't like doing bash events because, you know, there's pros and cons of having a bash event. The pro is you're able to see a lot of hobbyists. The con is that you have to get insurance. So if it gets too big, last time it got really, really big, which we weren't expecting, and, you know, people were freaking out. So but that being said, you know, it's definitely a cool thing to be doing very soon. Anyway, so the reason why I started talking about this video, let's start this off. The RC is coming. I'm waiting for the phone call. We'll see what happens in the near future. The minute I get the phone call, I'll give you guys a heads up of what I'm going to be doing when I do get the phone call. And I'm going to be headed out there getting that RC available. I'm going to be naming the new RC. It's going to be the Mama RC. You got the dad right here. You got the son right here. And Mama's coming. So hopefully this video is informative to you. I'm always glad that you guys are able to show up to check out these new videos that I throw out, and you guys, you know, interacting with a lot of the Q&A. With that, when the new video comes out, I'll put it up on my channel to where I'll be like, look, you know, in a few, like an hour or two, I'll have the video up and running, and it will be a live stream. So wait for that, and we'll see at what hobby shop's going to get it first and which is going to get advertised out there. So hopefully we will see in the next few days the Revo come into my hands and for us to break it apart. So hopefully you like the video content on what I've been showing you. Darren, you're messed up. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video content that I'm showing you guys. If you do like the live stream content that I have with the Q&As and everything like that, definitely give me a thumbs up. It does help out my channel. If you guys want to see a lot of other things that I just present on another platform, definitely check out my Instagram at GeoStuffR1, Google Plus GeoStuffR1. I do also have a Twitter account which is linked to this account at GeoStuffR1. And also, if you have any questions, I do try to answer back as quick as possible. GeoStuffR1 at yahoo.com. So hopefully this video is informative to you. I was able to answer a lot of the questions of what's coming on, what's going on in the past, in the future, and what's going to be happening in the next in the next few days. So hopefully this is pretty cool for you guys. So like I said, once again, if you guys enjoy the content, give me a thumbs up, rate, comment, subscribe. So my fellas up in YouTube. Later.